Hello everybody, Joey the Truth with you. Welcome to the 2016 Pittsburgh Pirates trade deadline review show. Well folks, over the last couple of days it's been very busy, as you know. On Saturday the Pirates traded their closer Mark Melancon to the Washington Nationals for left-handed reliever Felipe Rivero and a left-handed pitching prospect that is currently in Single A. So that is trade number one. In this trade, folks, I actually think it's a good trade for the Pirates, as Mark Melancon was going to be a free agent at the end of the season. He was making $9.65 million this season. And with the Pirates, them being a small market, low salary ball club, they most likely weren't going to re-sign him anyway, as his value on the open market would be huge. Probably $12 to $14 million per year for a closer of his abilities. So I can see why they would trade Mark the Shark to DC. They get a solid left-handed relief pitcher back in return, Felipe Rivero. He's still very young, has a high upside, fastball in the mid to upper 90s. He's under team control for the next 5 seasons. Plus you get a prospect back. In my view, that's a good trade. Now folks, we have talked about the Mark Melancon trade, so let's go to the next deal of trades that the Pirates made today. Well, the first trade they made today was between them and the New York Mets. The Pirates sent left-handed starting pitcher Jon Niese back to New York, and they got former Pirate Antonio Bastardo. He's back in the Burgh. So Neise for Antonio Bastardo. That is our second trade today. The Mets sent some money back to the Pirates to get this deal done, because once again the Pirates, they are a small market team and they are focused on having a low payroll with cheap players. So anytime that they can dump off tons of money and get players and cash back, that's exactly what they're going to do. Well, this second trade, folks, I actually like this trade because Jon Niese, he was very bad for us this season. He was 8-6 with a 4.91 ERA. He was a home run machine, gave up 21 home runs in just over 100 innings. And we get back a pitcher who pitched very well for us last season, Antonio Bastardo, a good left-handed reliever. Back end of the bullpen, good fastball, good slider. ERA, when he was with us, was in the 2s. This season he has struggled for the Mets, but he's coming back to us where he pitched well, and Ray Searage will be able to work with him. So overall, I like that move. Niese for Bastardo plus cash. And now to our third trade that the Pirates have made right before the deadline. Trade number 3. Well, folks, as you know, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Yankees, they've been very active trade partners over the last few years, as you know, the A.J. Burnett trade, the Russell Martin trade, the Francisco Cervelli trade. All of those trades have helped the Pirates very well, and I pray that the one that they made today with the New York Yankees will help as well. The Pirates, they got right-handed starting pitcher Ivan Nova from the New York Yankees. Nova this season, he's had a down year, has a 4.90 ERA, has had some issues with giving up the home run ball, but not too long ago he was pitching very well for the Yankees, was at the top of their staff, and the Pirates are going to try to get him back to that form over the last 2 months of the season. Another thing that the Pirates liked in this Nova deal is that this season he's only making $4.1 million per year, and he's a free agent at the end of the season, so they won't have to pay Ivan Nova after the end of this season. And also, folks, what they really liked is his ground ball percentage. Pirates love that ground ball percentage to be real high. Nova's it's at 54%. And his FIP numbers, which is fielding independent pitching, it is different than your ERA, but it usually corresponds to what your ERA is. Even though his ERA is at 4.90, his FIP numbers are about a run lower, so he's pitching better than the numbers look. So the Pirates are hoping to get that good, solid, ground ball pitching Ivan Nova. And what will the Pirates give up? Well, we really can't tell you yet because we don't know who they are yet. The Pirates will be sending two minor league prospects, two players to be named later, to the Yankees for Ivan Nova. The Yankees have a list of prospects they can choose from. We will find out who they are when we do, and when I find out, I'll surely let you know. But if I were the Pirates, I would keep my top prospects off that list. No Bell, no Meadows, no Glasnow, no Chad Kuhl, no top prospects. Would not give up top prospects for Ivan Nova. But that is our third trade of the day. And I like this one. It is similar to the J.A. Happ deal from last season, where the Pirates bought Happ when he was low and turned him into one of the best pitchers in all of baseball over the last 2 months of the season. Hopefully Ray Searage can work with Ivan Nova and make him the 2016 J.A. Happ. Well, overall, I like this one. So far, so good for Neil Huntington, but now we have saved the worst for last. The worst for last. Folks, I really can't believe this is coming out of my mouth. I couldn't believe it when I saw it this afternoon. But it's true, and it actually did happen. Today, minutes before the 4 p.m. trade deadline, the Pittsburgh Pirates sent left-handed pitcher, and you know him well, Papa Francisco Liriano, done as a Pirate. He is going to the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Pirates are getting back right-handed pitcher Drew Hutchinson from Toronto. And if that was the trade, if that was the deal, I would understand it. But this is what makes it really foolish. The Pittsburgh Pirates are sending to Toronto, along with Francisco Liriano, their number 8 prospect, their 8th ranked prospect, catcher Reese McGuire, and they are also trading their number 9 prospect, their 9th best prospect, outfielder Harold Ramirez, also to the Jays. So it is Liriano, McGuire, and Ramirez to the Blue Jays for only Drew Hutchinson. I'm speechless, folks. This is the worst trade that Neil Huntington has made in almost a decade of being at the helm, of being the Pirates GM. Worst trade he has ever made. And I'm trying to stay calm here. I'm usually the calm one, but this is just absolutely preposterous. It's unbelievable. Drew Hutchinson, folks. I'm not sure if you've seen his numbers. Last season, he was 13-5, and you're probably, oh, good pitcher, he won 13 games. No, he wasn't. He had an ERA of 5.57. A 5.57 ERA, folks. That's the worst in all of baseball. That's at the bottom of any starting pitcher in all of baseball. And he's in AAA this season. He's made 18 AAA starts this season. He's only been in the big leagues for 3 games this year. We gave up Liriano, two of our top 10 prospects for a AAA pitcher. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? We gave up a bona fide major league starting pitcher and two of our better prospects for a AAA guy? Really? Bad move. Bad move. Folks, bad move on that one. And folks, for the Pirates' 4 trades that they made at this deadline, there was one thing that is in common with all of them. If you look at Neise leaving, and Liriano leaving, and Melancon leaving, there's one thing in common with all of them. They are high-salaried ball players that are gone. It's a salary dump. That's exactly what it is. It is a salary dump. Jon Niese, $9 million this season, and $10 next year. Gone. Melancon, $9.65, and he's a free agent. Gone. Liriano, $13.67 million this year, same next year. Gone. It's a salary dump. If you're going to sell, and if you're going to dump salary, there's a right way to sell, and there's a wrong way to sell. We've seen it at this trade deadline this year. Look at the Brewers. Look at Milwaukee. Look at them. Look at the Yankees. They knew how to sold. They sold right. They sold and got prospects, really good prospects, back in return to help them down the road. We sold salary. We got rid of the money, but instead of getting prospects, we gave them away. We gave them away. That's a bad way to sell. If you're going to sell at the deadline, you don't do it this way. You don't do it this way. You get prospects. You don't give them away. It's foolish. It's so foolish. And I understand that Neil Hutchinson said that these trades today were to create financial flexibility, but there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And I believe he clearly did a wrong way to do it. If you're going to sell salary, what you should have did is that if you are giving up on this season, you should have traded David Freese. He's a free agent at the end of the year. You could have got someone solid back for him. He's playing good baseball. David Freese, it's the best he's been playing since the World Series in 2011. You would have got decent prospects back for him. If you're going to sell, trade Matt Joyce. He's a solid bench guy, a good fourth outfielder, having a really good year. You could have got something back for him. If you're going to sell, trade Sean Rodriguez too. He's under a 1-year contract. Could have got something back for him. I'm speechless, folks. I really am. If you're going to sell and dump salary, which is what this is, you got to do it the right way and get cheap prospects back. Not giving them away. You want them back. Well, folks, those are my thoughts of the 4 trades that the Pirates have made over the past few days. 3 of them today, the other on Saturday. Pirates, they have 59 games to go between now and the end of the season. They are 4 games back of the second wild card spot in the National League. Believe me, folks, I love the Pirates. I love this team. I'm probably their biggest fan. I love them all. I love the team. I want them to win. I want them to do well. I do. So I hope that with these trades, I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that Ivan Nova comes in and pitches his tail off. I hope that Drew Hutchinson is unbelievable. I do. But I don't see him being very good. Just like I said, Jon Niese wouldn't be very good 6 months ago when we traded for Neil Walker. When we gave Neil Walker to the Mets for Niese. And even Neil Huntington said with that Niese trade it wasn't a good one either. But I don't want to ramble on, because we got baseball to get to. 59 games to go in the regular season for the Pirates. Hopefully they can play solid baseball, get back into the wild card race, make the playoffs, make a deep run. But for all of my fabulous crew, Joey the Truth signing off, and thank you for watching the 2016 Pittsburgh Pirates Trade Deadline Review Show. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow, Bucks and Braves.